And now I relinquish all PA duties for the night to the man, the myth, and the legend in his own mind, Grady Pollard.
Captain tonight for your volunteers. Number 7, Hammond Wren. Number 13, Fuller Sims. Number 23, Trey Thompson. And number 88, Hayden Williams. Your captains for the Yellow Jackets.
All right, we're looking at the captains here for tonight's game. We are at Buford High School. We are happy to be broadcasting here the Learn TV Game of the Week. The Buford Yellow Jackets are hosting the Andrew Jackson Volunteers, and this is for the region championship. This is a really big game, obviously, for both of these teams. We are excited to be here. I am TJ Armbrust. I'm joined tonight with Fletcher Armbrust and the rest of our Learn TV crew. And this is a big one, Fletcher.
It sure is.
What are the two records of these teams right here?
So Andrew Jackson is 4-0 and Buford is 3-1.
Yeah, overall Andrew Jackson 7-2 on the year, 4-0 as you said in the region, and Buford at 8-1, 3-1 in the region, and they both had fantastic years this year. Right now Buford is ranked 8th in 2A, Andrew Jackson is ranked 10th in 2A, so these are two ranked teams vying for this region championship. Looks like Buford's going to receive the kick, which means AJ will defer to the second half, which means they'll get it in the second half. And this is what these guys have been playing for. Obviously, they want to, go farther than this, but this is the first goal in many teams in year to win their region. And both these guys have a chance this late in the season. This is an excellent opportunity for both these teams, and we're excited to be here. The rest of the region, as it stands, Andrew Jackson at 4-0, Buford 3-1. There's a look at the Yellow Jackets coming out. And Central now at 2-2, Chesterfield at 1-3, North Central at 1-3, and Cheraw at 1-3. Central is playing North Central, so if North Central could upset Central, no matter what would happen, these would be the top two teams in the region. So we'll be trying to check in on that throughout the night. AJ leads this overall series. What is it, Fletcher?
AJ has 126 and Buford has 116.
All right, but Buford has won 5 out of the last 6 meetings. So, and these two teams, they're region rivals and county rivals, and they didn't play the last 2 years because of COVID restrictions and COVID protocol or whatever. And so they're really vying to play. I don't know that these guys, some of them that played as a freshman played against each other, but I know most of these kids, if not almost all of them, have not played each other being this close. So these kids know each other. They hang out probably on the weekends. They live close enough that they know each other, and it's going to be a good one.
And Thunderbrook about to kick off.
So we are excited to get this thing going here. Back deep for Buford. Looks like number 5's back there, Aaron Morris. Can't see the other one. Aaron Morris takes it at about the 10-yard line, running straight up the middle, and gets taken down at the 35. 34-35, good return. And so Buford offense will start us off. Buford quarterback is Brody Sanders. A couple playmakers on that team from wide receiver Jamari Huff and Aaron Morris. You'll see running the ball. Antonio Amos, you'll see Tanner Sellers, and a bunch of other players. Like they like to run that ball. So ball at the 34, 1st and 10.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left.
Sanders in the shotgun. He gives it to Amos, first guy through, and he gets taken down. Looks like he picks up about a yard. Is that Amos? Yep. Gonna bring up a second down. We'll call it a 2-yard gain. 2nd down and 8.
Tackle by number 13, for Sims.
So it looks like 3 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Looks like Amos in the backfield with Sanders. Sanders looking to throw the out pattern to Huff. He makes the catch. And out of bounds at the 40, close to the 42-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and short for Andrew Jackson.
That tackle was by Banks Helms. So it's 2nd and 8. Buford has the ball. They look like they are starting a drive, potentially trying to get things rolling. So we got, looks like 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Bad
snap.
Sanders dives on it, and that's one thing that Buford did not want to happen there, obviously.
Nope, that will bring up 3rd and long.
So it sends out the punting unit. That's 4th. Brings up a 4th down. With these dark colored jerseys, it's kind of hard to tell the numbers on all the Buford jerseys. That ball got away. Good punt. Helms was back there to receive. That's Banks Helms. And he waved his guys off, and AJ offense will take over at the 33-yard line. So a good stop for the AJ defense. Looked like Buford had something going there, but the snap over Sanders' head really crashed that drive.
Yep, really did.
Hammond Rend back there at quarterback. He gives it to Trey Thompson up the middle. Thompson runs strong. Looks like he picks up about 7.
Yep.
Thompson has had a great year this year. Has rushed, I believe, for 1,700 yards so far and 23 touchdowns on the season.
Yep.
And gets it again there. And picks up a 1st down gain of about 5 on that one. AJ not wasting any time. Look over the sideline, not huddling. 3 receivers split out to the far side of the field.
They hand it off again. I'm sure
He
you can
cuts
see a lot of
inside,
that.
And he's dragging players. Looks like he picks up 8.
23, Trey Thompson on the carry. Picks up about 8. Tackle by number 7.
Tackled by Cody Whitaker.
Again, same formation. 3 receivers to the right, none to the left.
Again, they look to the sideline. Penalty flag does come down. I think that means somebody was probably moving or lined up off sides maybe. Yep, somebody lined up off sides. That'll give Andrew Jackson a 1st down. In Buford territory now, ball at the 42-yard line.
Looks like same formation again. 3 receivers right, none to the left.
They give it again to Thompson. He makes 1 man miss, but Buford swarms to the tackle, and he picks up minimal yards.
Thompson on the carry. Tackle by swarm of Yellow Jackets. 2nd down 8.
Brings up a 2nd down and 8.
So we're going to see 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left.
Again, AJ looking to the sideline. Wren takes the snap. He's going to throw the quick out. Got a man out there. Caught and falls forward. Gain of a decent amount of yards. That's Seth Marshall. Looks like they're about a yard short. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looks like, is that one receiver right? 2 receivers right, 1 to the left.
Again in that bunch formation, they give this ball again to Thompson. Thompson gets taken down before he can get there. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Looks like he lost a yard. Good swarming defense by Buford. Going to bring up a 4th down and 3. And the Yellow Jackets keep their, Volunteers keep their offense out there.
I think that's a good choice. Again, 2 receivers left. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. This is a big 4th down.
They give it to Thompson. He's trying to get to the outside. He makes
And
one man miss. He's got some good blocking out there and gets down to the 35-yard line. That's going to be another 1st down for Andrew Jackson. Good 4th down run there by Trey Thompson.
Yep, they're expecting to run up the middle right there.
Well, and it looked like Buford had the players there, but Trey Thompson made the guy on the outside miss, which got him to the outside, which helped him to pick up those yardage.
Yep. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left.
Wren still in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He fakes this one. He's rolling out to his right. And he throws it out there. He's got a man. That ball's intercepted.
And there's a flag. It looked like a...
that wasn't a flag. He threw down a marker, a turnover marker to where the ball was turned over. Number 6 with the interception. That's Jensen Brown with the big defensive play for the Yellow Jackets. It looked like Wren had plenty of opportunity to run if he wanted to on that one and threw that one out there and probably should have held on to it.
Yep. So 1 possession each, both of them do not result in a score.
Yep. Sanders hands this one off around the edge. Number 5, Aaron Morris with the carry. Gain of about 6 on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 4.
Gain of 7, 2nd down and 3.
See Buford huddling up, a little bit different strategy there for the Yellow Jackets. Andrew Jackson on offense, we went straight to the line of scrimmage where Buford is huddling up on each play.
It looks like 1 receiver.
They're sending a player off who must have something wrong with his equipment or whatever.
So it looks like that 1 receiver is going to be left on the left side and none on the right.
Sanders in the shotgun and a bunch of Yellow Jackets right there, a bunch of volunteers, led by number 88.
Hayden Williams.
Yeah, Hayden Williams. Drops it back, makes it 3rd down and 6.
Almost halfway through this 1st quarter.
Say quite a crowd on both sides of the field here. Buford comes out and supports their Yellow Jackets, and Andrew Jackson, they come out and support their Volunteers too.
Bit of a different formation. We got, is that 3 or 2 receivers right? 2 receivers right, 1 to the 2 to the left.
Sanders looking to throw. He throws it down the middle. He's got a man out there, and that ball looked like it had a chance and tipped up and incomplete. We'll see if we can take a look at that again.
Pass intended number 2.
Looked like it had a chance to be there. Look at this replay on that far side of the field. Sanders had that man. He threw it out there. Looked like it was a good ball and maybe a little bit underthrown there. If he throws it out in front of him a little bit more, that could have been a completion. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and a punt for the Yellow Jackets.
Number 4, Banks Hill, back deep.
Here's the kick. Looks like it's towards the sideline and out of bounds. Not a great kick.
Yeah. It does look like Buford's not wanting to risk a punt return.
Yeah.
Because we've seen how bad that can be for a team.
So Andrew Jackson will take over already inside Yellow Jacket territory, ball at the 41-yard line. That was a net of about 12 yards, maybe less than that on the punt. So 3 receivers come out to this side of the field. Wren still in there at quarterback. They give it to Thompson right up the middle. Thompson puts his head down and gets 4.
Trey Thompson on the carry.
Usually we see these Volunteers, they switch back and forth in their quarterbacks. You'll see Brady Williams come in and play quarterback, and Hammond ran. Hammond's got the first 2 series.
Gain of 4, second down 6.
So it looks like 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Number 11, Eli Sowell, now back there at running back. And they hand it to him up the middle. He tries to dance a little bit in the hole. I think he falls forward for a gain of about a yard. He's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 for the Volunteers.
Number 60.
We've seen both teams kind of struggle on 3rd down so far in this game. It's been a bit of more of a defensive game than an offensive game.
But it's still early. There's still lots to go here. Just a couple possessions for each team.
It's like 3 receivers to the right, none to the left.
They give the ball to Thompson right up the middle, and he makes a couple guys miss and spins his way forward for another 1st down for the Volunteers.
Yep, everyone knew what he was going to do, and he still got the 1st down.
Yeah. You're getting to see a load of Trey Thompson tonight, folks. He is their bell cow back for this Volunteer team, and he carries the ball a lot. He gets it again there, and good stop there by the Yellow Jackets, but he falls forward for a gain of a couple.
We've seen Buford play relatively well defense on him. He hasn't really broken off for a big run yet. I say yet.
Yeah, he is deceptively quick. If he gets a little bit of space, he doesn't look like he's going to be really fast, and then next thing you know, he's gone. They throw it outside, and that ball a little bit thrown in front of his receiver. Trey Marshall, wanted a little bit behind him to make that catch and try to get forward. But so it brings up a 3rd down for the Volunteers.
So 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
They give the ball to Thompson up the middle. He's got some space. He's going to score. Touchdown, Andrew Jackson. Trey Thompson.
It's a very nice play. We'll get another look at it.
Here's a look at that. And he was straight up the middle. Good blocking up front. It's where it always starts with both of these teams, really. Those up front guys, if they can create the holes, the backs are going to create the yards. So good blocking up there. And Trey Thompson, I don't know that he got touched.
Yeah, and a lot of times we see teams like to pass on 3rd down. Really don't like to rely on running to get all those yards back, but so far it has worked for the most part for AJ.
Here's the kick. It is up, and it is good. So Andrew Jackson up early here, 7-0. Mention our underwriters. They are Lancaster County Founders Federal Credit Union, the City of Lancaster, Comporium Communication, and the Lancaster County Natural Gas Authority. And also a special thanks tonight to 521 Fill-In Station in Kershaw, home of the 16-ounce ribeye. Try their grilled pork chops, and they have over 20 flavors of wings, and we had a couple of those flavors tonight, and they were great. They look forward to seeing you there in Kershaw. If you're in Kershaw, stop in and see all the guys at 521 Fill-In Station. Thanks, guys. And the Coalition of Healthy Youth reminds you that after the final play, real life begins. That's the real game. You versus you. Don't let drugs and alcohol steal your opportunities.
but we'll see from the breakdown the kickoff. First points we've seen so far in this game came a bit later in the first quarter.
Than we've seen with these teams in the past when we've pulled their games. They've scored on almost every possession, both of these teams, when we've done these games before. So taken at the 5, I think that's Morris again. And he gets tackled at about the 25-yard line, and the Buford offense will take over.
So we'll get another look at this Yellow Jacket offense, see if they can respond to what AJ did on the last possession.
Buford splits, 1 out to the left, 2 to the right. Sanders in the backfield, looks like Amos in the backfield with him. Sanders takes a snap. He's looking to his right. He throws it deep. There's a flag down, and that ball's overthrown.
No flag.
No flag thrown.
Secondary.
And they got a holding against Buford. That's going to back him up.
Probably a little more than 10 yards. Look like they
Depends on where. Yeah, those are from 10 yards from the spot of the hold. So those can be a big one if it's a holding in the backfield. And a lot of times on a pass play, that's where it happens.
Especially on that one, there were a couple people deep in the backfield.
So that's going to back Buford all the way up to right inside the 10-yard line.
So really
out of 26, I think. 1st and 26 now. So really a
16-yard
penalty. Yeah, that's a big one.
That is. 3 receivers right, 1 in
Sanders
motion.
again looking to throw. They got an inside screen to Aaron Morris. He makes one man miss. He's got one man to get to the outside. A good block on that outside. And a big yardage and big pickup for Aaron Morris. What a play call there for Buford.
And they got the first down.
Here's another look at that one. You see Aaron Morris right there in the middle. Take that inside screen. Here comes a block from a wide receiver on the outside. Great looking block on the outside. And Morris cuts back, and a great play to pick up that first down after losing 16 yards on the penalty. That's
Gained
the response.
all of it and some more back.
Yeah, that's a great response by the Yellow Jackets. Moves that ball forward to the 42-yard line. This ball goes to the second man through. That's Sellers, number 3. Tanner Sellers. And he picks up a couple yards. Make a 2nd down and 8.
2nd down and 8.
And again, Buford huddling up. Both of these teams letting this clock run and taking time running the ball, keeping the clock moving. Fairly quick first quarter so far, all the way down to 2 minutes. And as I say that, we get a timeout on the field. We're going to take a timeout with them. You're watching high school football here on Learn TV. And welcome back to high school football on Learn TV. We'll get somebody on the screen there. short pickup on the play.
Bring
Sorry,
up
little
third
technical
down.
difficulties there.
Third down, correct?
Yes, that brings up a third down. Buford's got to get all the way to the 48 in AJ territory for this one.
Two receivers right. He's rolling right.
Looks like try to get it himself.
No,
Fuller Sims with the hit out of bounds.
no flag.
Pickup of a couple.
So
I mean, this is going to be a physical game, I think, on both of these sides. Both of these teams, you know, they might know each other, but when they're in between the sidelines there, they're going to go at each other. So brings up a fourth down. We got the punting unit on. Here's the kick. Another out-of-bounds kick, and I think you might be right, Fletcher. They don't seem to want to give Helms a chance at all to return. This one, again, kicked out of bounds. A better kick than the last one. AJ will take over at the 35-yard line.
we're almost within a minute of this first quarter. At about a minute 30. Looks like they're going to stick with Wren again on this drive. Hands it off to Trey Thompson.
And he keeps on his feet, pushes forward, and picks up 4.
Tackle by number 10. Yeah, Kate Sapp. And 54. Hunter Ullman.
So second down and 6. As you said, we get down to a minute to go here in the first quarter. 3 receivers. Yep.
3 receivers right.
They give it to Thompson again. Thompson again running hard up the middle. This time he picks up 5. It's going to bring up a third down and short.
Garrett on the reception. Third and 1.
Again. 3 receivers right.
Yep, and AJ quick to the line of scrimmage. They're not wasting any time. They give it to Thompson. He cuts to the right and dives forward, and I think his dive forward got him enough for the first down. And that probably will be the last play of our first quarter. We'll see after the clock stops on the first down, but as soon as those markers get set, they run that clock, and I doubt AJ's going to run another play. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So we'll be back with some second quarter action. AJ on top of Buford right now for the region championship game, 7-0. We'll be back with some more high school football here on Learn TV. All right, and welcome back to high school football here on Learn TV. TJ Armbrust joined with Fletcher Armbrust. We are at Buford High School watching the Andrew Jackson Volunteers take on the Buford Yellow Jackets. Andrew Jackson right now on top 7-0. They have the ball 1st and 10. And they hand this one to Thompson. Thompson waits for his blockers to set up and falls forward, a gain of about 7 on the play.
Tackle by Jason Brown, number 6.
See a lot of Trey Thompson so far tonight. And you're going to see a lot more of them, I think, as the game goes on.
Yes, you will.
The receivers flip the field. 2 come out to this near side, 1 to the far side.
Ball racing on the 52.
Number 88, Hayden Williams there to block on the right side. Hammond Wren still at quarterback in the shotgun. Thompson goes to the left. They give it to Thompson, and he finds a way in the middle and looks like he picks up maybe 3 yards, and it's going to be about a yard short of a first down. It's going to be a 3rd down and 1.
Number 3, Tanner Sellers. 3rd down and 1.
Again, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left.
And they give it to Thompson quickly this time, and he's tackled after a gain of about 4, but they only needed 1. It moves the chains.
0.3 on the carry.
Andrew Jackson in Buford territory, another first down. Eli Sowell replaces Trey Thompson in the backfield.
And again, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left.
Williams goes in motion. They give it to Sowell, and he cuts back and follows blockers and keeps on his feet and gets tackled at the 25-yard line.
Looked like he could potentially broke that one off for 6, but he's ultimately stopped at the last second.
About a 20-yard carry for Sowell. Thompson comes back into the game.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left. 1st and 10.
They give it to Thompson. Thompson waits for his blockers to get in front of him and then follows them, and I think he only picks up about a yard on this play.
54, Hunter Almond. And number 7, Logan Whitaker. 2nd down 9.
Thompson on the left side this time. Williams on the H-back on that left side. 1 receiver over there. 2 here on this right side, the near side of the field. And we're going to get a timeout. We're going to mention our underwriters here. Underwriters are Lancaster County, Founders Federal Credit Union, the City of Lancaster, Comporium Communications, Lancaster County Natural Gas Authority, and a special thanks tonight to 521 Filling Station in Kershaw, home of the 16-ounce ribeye. You need to try their grilled pork chops or try one of their 20 different flavors of wings. And they look forward to seeing you there in Kershaw. Thanks to those guys for taking care of our crew tonight. We really appreciate it. And the Coalition of Healthy Youth reminds you that after the final play, real life begins. That's the real game, you versus you. Don't let drugs and alcohol steal your opportunities. If you're watching us tonight on YouTube, I thank you very much. Go to that YouTube channel and subscribe to us. The more subscribers we get, we can personalize our channel, make it a little bit easier for people to find. So make sure you subscribe to us and like this show. Also, we have Vimeo channel, vimeo.com/LearnTV, and we are also on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, you can go find us on YouTube if you're at home on your TV, and you can watch us on your big screen. They give this ball to Thompson up the middle. He cuts back a couple times, takes a couple big hits in there. Looks like he picks up about 4 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5, maybe 6. AJ quick to the line of scrimmage.
Yep, again, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left.
Trying to pull him up tight.
Wren looking to throw. Can't find anybody. He's still waiting, and he's going to get out of bounds, or it looks like he gets maybe taken down at about the 21-yard line, maybe a loss of a yard. It's going to bring up a 4th down. AJ keeps that offense out there. They got Thunderbird, who's got a big leg, but they got confidence in this offense. And
would you do the same thing if you're in this situation?
I'm not sure. In a game like this, I maybe kick a field goal, but I don't know. It's a tough situation. You've got Trey Thompson back there. He can pick up 6 or 7 pretty easy just running the ball.
See, everyone expects that.
They do. They do.
But it has worked on a previous 4th down.
And they fake it, and Wren's rolling out to the outside. He almost gets taken down. They throw it out deep, and that ball.
Pass interference.
There is a flag that's thrown. There is definitely a flag thrown. There was 2 or 3 receivers out there going for the ball. That ball was just ran through it, just up in the air. And they're going to call a pass interference against the Yellow Jackets, which is going to give Andrew Jackson a 1st down, or it should anyway.
Pass interference against the Yellow Jackets.
Takes that ball all the way down to right at the 10.
On the 10.
It was outside the 10. Can they, if they get to the 1-inch line, can they get a 1st down? Doesn't look like it. 1st and goal from the 10. Give this one to Thompson up the middle. He's end zone hunting. He found it again. Touchdown for the Volunteers. See if we can get a look at that again. And again, it's right up the middle on that left side. Big Brooks Horton, number 77 right there. And he followed right off his backside and into the end zone.
Yep, so that's 2 rushing touchdowns for Trey Thompson today. And Funderburg for the PAT.
He tied a single game rushing record last week with 5 touchdowns in a game.
And it's good. So 14-0, AJ on top. 8 minutes left in this 1st half.
That is Thompson's 25th rushing touchdown this year. And he's, like I said, he's kind of that bell cow back. You're going to see him. He might carry the ball 30 times in this game.
Yep. It's been working so far for AJ, so why not?
Yeah, he's 219 yards away from 2,000 on the season. And he's had 4 games this year that he's rushed for over 200 yards. So now it's time. This Buford offense has got to get a response here real quick. They can't keep spotting points to these the Volunteers. Buford's got to get something going. Funderburg set to kick. And deep kick looks like taken at about the 7. That's Morris with it, and again he's shifty and tough to take down. Good return past the 30 out to where to? Just past the 30 to 31. Looks like Coach Susi talking to those guys on offense. They got to get something going here.
Looks like 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
And they give this ball to Amos up the middle. He keeps his legs churning, pushing forward, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards. Good run by Amos. Didn't look like there was much there, and he kept pushing forward.
Yep.
Scoring update looks like Indian on top of Lancaster in the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Receivers left, 1 to the right. Low snap. Gets it and gets a 1st down.
right at that marker.
Yep, looks like he is the first.
Number 6 with that catch. That's Jensen Brown. He had an interception earlier.
So 2 really good catches.
Yep.
One receiver each side, looks like. Handing it off. And gets quite a few yards.
Number 3,
Tanner Sellers on the carry. Pickup of 6.
Second down and 4 for the Yellow Jackets.
Again, looks like one receiver split out to each side. He keeps it.
Takes a big shot.
Yep. Looks like he might have maybe gained a yard.
Yeah, looks like it.
So bring up 3rd down.
Tackled by number
Almost
13,
halfway
Cole
through
Sims.
the 2nd quarter.
3rd and 3 for the Yellow Jackets.
Another game of note. Central right on top of North Central, laying it on them right now, 35-0.
Give him a chance, O-line.
Third and 3.
2 receivers split out to each side.
Sanders takes the snap. He's looking to his right, now to his left, trying to roll
And
away. He fumbled the
fumble.
ball. That ball recovered. Number 51 for Andrew
That's
Jackson.
Gabe Clyburn.
Gabe Clyburn. Take a look at that. And Sanders trying to make something happen, and looks
Yep.
like number 2,
Derek Anthony.
Derek Anthony, got a hand on it, knocked it out.
And Clyburn just jumped right on top of it.
So Andrew Jackson takes over, decent field position.
Inside the Gator on the track,
Starting
please.
off in Buford territory at the 38-yard line.
And again, looks like we'll see him and Wren
Got a
out at quarterback.
flag down. I think they had too many men on the field.
Illegal substitution.
Looks like 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
1st and 5.
One's
They
in
bring-
motion.
Banks, Helms, they throw it deep. They got a man out there. It's underthrown
And incomplete.
and incomplete. Wren still in there at quarterback.
Number 6, Jensen Brown. Good play. And there was no pass interference.
Second down and 5 for the Volunteers.
Yep, and we're past the halfway mark in this 2nd quarter. Two receivers left, 1 to the right. Hand it off, and him a couple.
Tackled by number 30, Tucker Ball. And number 60, Justin Pardue.
Bring up a 3rd down and 2.5.
3rd down and 3.
3rd down and 3.
Okay, I'll give you that.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Look to the sideline.
They
Play
throw it out
throws.
there,
And
and is that
wow.
Helms? Looks like he recovered it.
Ball came
Number
out.
10 recovered it.
1st down.
That's Jakevius Johnson.
Helms made a couple moves out there. Was it Helms? It wasn't Helms. It was number 3,
Seth Marshall.
Marshall. Both those guys are are quick.
Yep.
They give this one to Thompson. He runs off to that left-hand side, and there is a flag down.
We have a flag on the play.
Yeah, they're going to call a hold against the Volunteers. That'll back them up.
10 from the spot of the foul.
So it looked like it was right at the line of scrimmage. It'd be first down and 20.
Looks like.
Ball at the 28.
Is there 2 receivers left or just one?
Just one.
Okay, and 2 to the right.
Looks like we're going to get a timeout by the Volunteers. We're going to take this time to mention our underwriters again. Lancaster County Founders Federal Credit Union, the City of Lancaster, Comporium Communication, the Lancaster County Natural Gas Authority, and tonight a special thanks to 521 Filling Station in Kershaw, home of the 16-ounce ribeye. You need to try their grilled pork chops or their wings in over 20 flavors. They look forward to seeing you. If you're in Kershaw, stop in and see them. Thanks, guys, for taking care of our crew tonight. And the Coalition of Healthy Youth reminds you that after the final play, real life begins. That's the real game, you versus you. Don't let drugs and alcohol steal your opportunities. I am TJ Armbrust, joined tonight by Fletcher Armbrust. Andrew Jackson with a first down and 10 after the holding first down and 20 after the holding penalty.
And we got 2 receivers right, 1 to the left.
Williams in motion. They give this ball to Thompson. He finds some room in the middle and picks up about 6 yards.
So bring up second and long.
A good look right there at that offensive line of Andrew Jackson. Doing a good job tonight of creating some holes for Trey Thompson and Eli South.
Again, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left.
Wren still in the shotgun. Thompson to his right. He fakes it, throws it to the outside to Marshall. Marshall falls forward inside the 20, down to about the 18-yard line.
About the original line of scrimmage.
So that'll bring up a third down and 10.
Number 5, Aaron Morris on the tackle.
Two receivers split out to the far side this time, one to the near side.
And
looks like Buford might have jumped there.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 5.
After that holding penalty, AJ kind of methodical there. Good run with Thompson, and then a pass out to Marshall, who picked up some decent yards. Then you get a penalty, made that first down and 20 now down to a 3rd down and manageable, 3rd down and 5.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
We give it to Thompson,
and
he's going to get taken down. And picks up a couple. We'll bring up a 4th down, and we might see the field goal unit here.
Is that what you would do? If you
I would have done it the last time they got a touchdown out of it. So I definitely don't always know best, right?
Nope, you do not.
That term, father knows best, well, maybe not in that situation. But in every other one, Fletcher. Every other one.
Nope. Yep, and they will attempt the field goal with Tyson Thunderbolt.
28-yard field goal attempt. kick is up, and it is good. So Andrew Jackson takes a 17-0 lead with 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Again, I want to thank 521 Filling Station for taking care of our crew tonight. We had some raw fries, and they were excellent. They were loaded. You guys should definitely check them out and get some of those raw fries. They were so good. And some wings and some chicken tenders.
Yep, they were so delicious.
Yeah, the crew liked the tenders. I like the hot wings. I'm a hot wing kind of person. So Buford really got to get something going here after the fumble last time gave AJ a short field. The Buford defense does a good job to limit them to just 3. But this offense from the Yellow Jackets has got to get something going. It would be great for them, for their psyche, to get some points here going into the halftime. This ball taken about the 3-yard line. Morris has had some good returns tonight. He runs hard.
Not necessarily this time.
Yeah, he ran hard. He got what he could out of it, but good pursuit by the Andrew Jackson special teams unit. So Buford will take over at about the 18-yard line.
Take it 18.
Buford really looking to put some points on the board, trailing 17-0 right now. Getting a point going into the half could really benefit.
Yeah, definitely give them some momentum at least going towards the second half. Still a lot of football to be played. They give this ball, that go to Morris. Pick up of a couple. Yep. Bring up a second down and 8.
And the clock is rolling. Buford has 2 timeouts left.
AJ has 1.
This clock within 1:30 left. Looks like 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Sanders looking to throw. Throws it down the middle, has a man there, overthrown.
Incomplete. That should at least stop the clock.
Yep.
So bring up 3rd and 9.
With 1:07, and what you don't want to do is give Andrew Jackson, even if they punt here, the ball back with too much time to try to put a little bit more points on. They already got enough momentum going into the half.
Yep.
Buford can't let them get any more points here in the first half. Central on top of North Central right now, 42-0, and Indian Land on top of Lancaster, 21-7. 3rd down and 9, and looks like Buford's going to take a timeout and talk about it. What would you do in this situation? 3rd down and 9, Fletcher.
You mean what kind of play would I run?
Yeah, what would you do?
I don't know. I'd probably run something like 4 verts with a slant, maybe a curl route in there. Something like that. Just get people down the field. Or just maybe just get the first down if that's all you can get. But I would.
Yeah, they got a couple good receivers there. Jamari Huff, who we haven't seen too much of, number 2, and obviously Aaron Morris has caught the ball. Well, he's ran the ball pretty well, but we saw him in the last game intercept the ball at the end and catch a big touchdown pass late in the game, so we know he can make some catches. And tonight we've seen number 6, Jensen Brown. He's made a couple big catches, one on an interception and one for this offense. So they got capable receivers out there to do this. You got the 4 receivers you asked for, 3 of them to the left, 1 to the right. Sanders is rolling out to this direction. He's got some pressure and overthrows his man, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. That'll stop the clock with 1:01.
And you punt here 100%.
And you have to punt here, but it also gives Andrew Jackson the ball with a little bit of time And they got Helms back deep. I keep wanting to say Bryce, but that's Banks back there. Bryce graduated last year.
Yep.
Tanner Sellers on the kick.
And here's the kick. And this ball takes a great bounce for Buford. Rolls all the way down to the 36-yard line. 50.6 seconds remaining.
One timeout.
One timeout. What do you think you're going to get from Andrew Jackson here? Do you think they just run the ball and go in happy up 17-0, or do you think they try to push it down the field?
If I was the coach, I would try to push it up the field, but I feel they would kind of try to push it up the field, but with their running backs, because that's
Their
how
game.
that's how they've gained most of their yards. So if you can't get something, then oh well, you go into the half 17-0. But if you can, then great. No point in not trying.
Yeah, I definitely think you don't put this ball in the air. If it was me, I wouldn't want to risk an interception or whatever. I want to just hand the ball off to Thompson like they did, who runs up the middle there and picks up 5 yards, and be satisfied going into half up 17-0 with a lot of football still to be played. You don't want to risk giving Buford any sort of momentum going into the half. They fake it. Wren keeps this one. They throw it to the outside, and Helms gets out of bounds. No, they tackled in bounds.
Timeout, potentially.
I think they got a timeout.
So now you don't have any more timeouts left.
Yeah.
Or did the clock stop?
Yeah.
They got the first down.
They set the flag for the first down, but I think they're going to go. They call a timeout. Okay, they did call a timeout.
So now, what would you do?
12.6 seconds. I don't know. You might. I mean, this is the type of play you could take. You could take a chance on this one if you throw it deep. I wouldn't want anything thrown short, but you also don't want to keep your quarterback down there to potentially get sacked and fumble the ball. So you want to be careful on this play. But I could see they got some playmakers. They got some quick receivers. Isaac Blackman-Wilson, he's got some wheels out there.
Yep.
Wouldn't go against throwing one deep to him and see if he can come down with it, but I don't see him on the field, so that might not happen. I see Jakevius Johnson out there.
Mo Danzy.
And Mo Danzy. Both those guys are pretty quick, too. You might could give one of those guys a chance. Or they might just hand it off to Thompson. It's always a pretty decent option, the kind of season he's had this year.
Problem is, though, if you don't get out of bounds with Thompson, and they do.
Yeah, he runs it, picks up a couple yards, and that's going to be it for the first half. So Andrew Jackson on top of Buford, 17-0. I know they have some Hall of Fame. I think Buford induction Hall of Fame. We'll have our cameras pointed out there to midfield, so those of you at home that want to watch that can see that. And we'll be back with some second half action. You're watching high school football here on Learn TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor and privilege to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the midfield for a special presentation. Tonight, we'd like to honor some of Buford High School's athletic greats as we induct the 2022 class into the Buford High School Athletic Hall of Fame. We begin the night with the induction of the 1970 Yellow Jacket football team. The 1970 Buford High School team was the first and only team in Buford football history to have an undefeated season. The Mighty Midgets were 10-0 for the regular season before falling to Swansea in the playoffs. The team averaged 35 points per game, averaged 342 yards per rushing game. Their defense was equally impressive, only giving up 55 yards per game rushing and causing 35 turnovers. The Jackets also had 2 players to make Class A All-State that year, who were Howard Huff and Jimmy Evans. Team members are Doug McCain, please step forward, gentlemen, ladies. P.Y. Wright, Danny Plyler, Cecil Hunter, Herbert Witherspoon, Chris Evans, Jackie Sims, Ken Snipes, Toby Evans, Philip Horn, James Ellis, Charles Love, Chip Kriminger, Horace Watts, Morris Sestar, Eric Knight, Jimmy Evans, Donnie Jenkins, Charles Postman, Ronnie Plyler, Eddie Couch, Howard Huff, William Massey, Dennis Rogers, Carl Cato, and Cotton Cole. They were coached by head coach Don Lindsay, Ernest Witherspoon, Sam Bose, Bob Rollins, and team trainer coach Bill Reiner. Our second inductee is Dr. Bill Reiner. Dr. Reiner taught and coached at Buford High School from 1966 through 1975. Coach Reiner received his bachelor's degree from Appalachia State Teachers College and his master's and PhD from the University of Illinois Champaign-Urbana. He taught physical education, chemistry, and anatomy and physiology while at BHS. While at BHS, he was a trainer for the varsity football team, was the head JV football coach. He restarted the Jacket track program and was the head coach, as well as starting cross-country team. Coach Reiner also started the Jacket wrestling program and was instrumental in helping start high school wrestling in the state of South Carolina. He also started the Fellowship of Christian Athletes at BHS in 1967. After his years of teaching and coaching at BHS, he moved on to teach at the University of South Carolina at Lancaster and at USC main campus. He was the director of Health and Wellness Center at USCL and was a full-time professor teaching anatomy, physiology, statistics, clinical nutrition, nutrition for health sciences, biochemistry, organic chemistry, and inorganic chemistry. Boy, that's a mouthful. During his years at USCL, he was director of cardiopulmonary rehabilitation, the doctor of diabetes rehabilitation, and the director of physical therapy program. Dr. Reiner received his University of South Carolina Distinguished Professor Emeritus of Health and Exercise Science and received the Governor's Distinguished Award for 2 years. Coach Reiner. Our third inductee was Laverne Kirk. Laverne was a '79 graduate of Buford High School, where she excelled in basketball. She averaged 25 points per game as well as 12 rebounds per game as a junior. As a senior, she averaged 29 points per game and was selected to the Calls North-South All-Star basketball game at Clemson in July of 1979. Laverne was a 3-time BHS Lady Jackets basketball MVP. She earned All-Region 3 years as well as All-State honors for those 3 seasons. During her career, she twice scored 47 points in a game. 1 point in a game, once against Barron DeKalb and once against Piedmont of Union, North Carolina. At the time when she scored 47 points a game, it was a state record. Laverne was named the high school All-American team that year and is the only Lady Jacket in school history to receive that honor. She signed with Spartanburg Methodist College after high school. Laverne Kirk. Our fourth inductee is Cheryl Cato. Cheryl was a 1984 BHS graduate and is considered one of the greatest 3-sport athletes in Buford history. While playing volleyball, basketball, and softball for the Jackets, she earned MVP honors in all 3 sports, including 3 times in softball. She also earned all-conference honor in all 3 sports, including being named all-conference as a 7th grader in '79. Cheryl earned 15 varsity letters in her Buford career. In softball, she hit .688 as a senior. In basketball, she once scored 46 points in a game, which is second in the Buford record books for a single game. Cheryl also played in the North-South All-Star basketball game her senior year. After high school, she signed a scholarship to play softball and basketball at Spartanburg Methodist College. She battled through 4 rotator cuff surgeries while in college and went on to play all 3 sports at Coastal Carolina College and graduated from Coastal Carolina University in 1990. Cheryl Cato. Our fifth inductee is Steve Plowler. Steve was a 1986 graduate of BHS. He is widely viewed as one of the top 3 male 3-sport athletes ever to play for the Jackets. His leadership and presence was found in football, basketball, and baseball at Buford High, earning all conference honors in all 3 sports. In 1985, he was named the Langston News Sportsman of the Year, which recognized the county's top male student athlete. Steve was also named the 1986 Superintendent's Athlete of the Year. In football, he was tabbed as the Jackets' top defensive player, leading the team with 95 tackles and 42 assists. He played fullback and quarterback at times during his football career. He also punted for the Jackets, averaging 35.2 yards per kick. On the hardwood, Steve was an excellent outside shooter and averaged 16 points per game in the pre-3-point line era. On the diamond, Steve was a talented pitcher who was also known for his clutch hitting. He hit .423 as a junior, and as a senior hit .356 and was 5'6" on the mound, recording 84 strikeouts and a 2.73 ERA. He was named the team MVP in his junior and senior years. After his senior season, he was a key player in the American Legion post-31 team that went 25-8, where he posted an 8-3 record on the mound, including 5 playoff wins. He was recruited by North Greenville and USC Spartanburg as a baseball player and received invites to workouts with the Cincinnati Reds. Steve Plowler. Our sixth inductee is Todd Wallace. Todd graduated from BHS in 1991. He was a standout two-sport athlete but will go down in Jackets history as one of the program's greatest baseball players. As a football player, Todd rushed for 999 yards and finished with 1,031 all-purpose yards for his senior year on a team that went 10-3 and received all-conference honors. In baseball, Todd was an all-conference performer and was also selected to the 1990 and 91 All-State team. He was named the 1991 Class A Player of the Year and was also selected in the 1991 North-South All-Star Game. For the 91 season, Todd hit 500 with 7 home runs, 36 RBIs, and 7 stolen bases. As a pitcher, he was 15-0 with 2 saves while recording a .073 ERA and 224 strikeouts. In 91 state championship game, he struck out 20 batters, which is the most ever in a state championship game, and is tied for second in strikeouts in a single game in the state record books. After graduating Buford, Todd went on to play college baseball at Wingate University. Todd Wallace. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a great Hall of Fame group. Let's all show our appreciation for the Buford High School Athletic Hall of Fame 2022. Hijacker 24 minutes to rock and roll.
And welcome back to high school football here on Learn TV, ready for second half action. Buford set to kick off, and here it comes. Short kick, takes a decent bounce, and that ball is recovered by Buford. We saw that happen last time they were here. AJ a little bit too nonchalant and going up and getting on that ball and diving on it, and Buford's going to get the ball here and take over in great field position. That's just what they needed to get going here.
Yep, they gained so much momentum off that play alone, really. Wonder if they can capitalize on it, though.
Yeah, that's the key, though. They got to be able to capitalize on this. And, you know, they get in the end zone on this little drive. We got ourselves quite a ball game.
Yep. Still early, still plenty of time.
Sanders under center, a little bit different formation. And they give it to the second man through, and he's going to pick up some decent yards, 4 or 5. Bring up a 2nd down and 5.
We've seen two very different offensive approaches. AJ's moving quickly, and it has been working so far. And Buford's going a little bit slower, huddling up to discuss every play.
Again, they get this one up the middle. Tanner Sellers with a good carry inside the 10. First down for the Yellow Jackets.
Number 3, Tanner Sellers. First and goal from the 9-yard line.
Same formation for Buford again. They give it that 3rd man through. And short gain, but another gain on the play for the Yellow Jackets.
Picked up about 3. It's 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
We've seen them run that formation before, and it has really been successful.
Yeah, they like that little
not just
time.
in this game.
We haven't seen it so far in this game, so to come out in the second half with it is something maybe Andrew Jackson wasn't quite expecting. Run that play again and taken down pretty quickly that time. Fuller Sims with the tackle.
On the carry. Fuller Sims on the stop.
Brings up 3rd down and goal from the 6.
3rd down and 6. 3rd goal.
Looks like 2 receivers right, 1 to the left.
Sanders in the shotgun. He's rolling out that direction. Throwing it back. He's got a man wide open. That Caden Sapp, number 10. Here's another look at that one. You see all the momentum goes to the right, and you see Sapp. It was the little tight end on the right-hand side, went back to that direction, wide open. Great play calling there by the Yellow Jackets.
So Buford hoping to build off this momentum with not just one scoring drive, but another one on the next one. But they do have to stop AJ.
Kick is up and is good. And that little short kickoff, that kind of drop right there, we saw it happen when we were here at the beginning of the year. I forget even who they played. They were playing Lee Central that game. They beat them 56-6, I believe. But they did that and recovered 3 or 4 of them in a row. And Andrew Jackson not quite prepared for that one.
Nope.
And that's the type of play that, you know, on a kickoff return like that, you just got to get on the ball.
Yep, and that's the type of thing we probably won't see again from AJ, because I'm sure they'll be much more focused on getting to the ball and making sure that they have a chance.
Yeah, even calling a fair catch and catching it is better than just letting that ball hit the ground and not diving on it. But if it hits the ground, you got to get on it.
Yep. So we see another Buford kickoff here. And they do
Again,
the same
throw
thing.
this one over here. Eli Sowell with it. Runs to the middle. Gets up to almost the 35-yard line.
Eli Sowell return. 3 down, 7 on tackle.
So the Andrew Jackson offense will take over.
Time to shine, D.
So we got 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Wren's going to run that way. He's got some blockers in front of him, trying to get to the edge. Cuts inside and picks up 3 or 4.
Keeper on the blade, tackled by Mason Deeds, number 1.
Andrew Jackson sticking with Hammond Wren at quarterback. Again, quick to the line of scrimmage, no huddle.
Yep. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Second down and 7. Wren throws the quick pass again to the outside.
That's
And
Seth Marshall.
Seth Marshall went through 2 Yellow Jackets and picked up some good yardage before getting taken out of bounds. Bring up a 3rd down and short.
Two receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
And give this one to Thompson up the middle.
And he got a first.
And picks up 5 yards before he's blown dead. Another first down for the Volunteers.
Swarm of Yellow Jackets.
Moves that ball to the 48-yard line.
Again, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left.
Again, Wren keeps this one. Got some move. He slides down after picking up. Almost picking up a first down. He's going to be a little bit short from where he started to slide. Again, Andrew Jackson quick to the line.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
They give it. The Hammond
keep
keeps
it.
it again.
And
Trying
he
to
got
get
the
to the
first.
outside, and he's trying to get out of bounds.
Ran into his own guy.
But he gets out of bounds and picks up a first down.
Yep.
He's trying not to get hit too.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either. But a good, everybody's keying in on Thompson now, and they're kind of taking advantage with that fake to him and Wren taking off.
Yep.
Ball moves into Buford territory at the 41. And Thompson keeps this one, and he was one guy away
Yep,
from
very good tackle too.
And one of the things that you see from him is he likes contact, so he's looking for contact. That was maybe a play that you don't look for contact,
Right.
look for space and see if he can take
And
that
quick.
one a little bit further. But
Yeah, he
again,
gets the ball quickly.
Thompson in 2 carries picks up 13 yards and another first down for Andrew Jackson. He's going to come to the sideline.
Tackle number
Eli
8,
Sowell
Michael Jemez.
replaces him.
3 receivers to the right, none to the left.
And they give this one to Sowell.
Gain of a few.
And Sowell ripped that one out of Wren's hand. I think Wren wanted to keep that one and run it himself. It's quarterback. Those read options. He's reading what those linemen are doing.
And it looked like Eli Sowell read what the linemen were doing.
And they were both reading it. They both wanted the ball.
Yep.
Pickup of a couple. Second down and 8.
Looks like 3 receivers to the left again.
Tight bunch over there.
and hand it off.
They give it to Sal, who
Pick up a few. Again.
Yep, tries to bust to the outside, got his jersey grabbed. Good tackle by Buford. Third down and 5 for the Volunteers.
Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Looking for the call.
They give this one to Thompson, and he runs up that left-hand side, gets taken down, and he's going to be about 2 yards short.
So what would you do here? Would you kick it, or would you?
No.
Nope, I would agree with that.
I would go for it.
I would agree with that.
I would put the ball in Trey Thompson's hand and get behind that big offensive line and see if he can make it happen. He's done a pretty good job so far tonight and this season.
Two receivers left, one to the right.
And this may be where Wren fakes this one and keeps it himself too.
This is also huge for Buford.
But they give it to Thompson.
And he stops.
And he is stopped short. And a great stop by the defense. The Yellow Jackets swarm to the ball, and they, he's not an easy person to stop on short yardage situations. So a great job by this defense, and the offense takes back over. They got what they needed. They stopped. They got a score early in the second half, and got a stop on the Volunteers, and see if this offense can put something together here. They take over at the 20-yard line. Sanders in the shotgun. He gives it right up the middle, and
not much.
Not much going there. Caden Hornsby with the tackle. Brings up a 2nd down and 10. No gain on the play.
35, Antonio Amos on the carry. Tackle by number 9, Caden Hornsby.
Sanders takes a snap. He's looking to his left. He throws it deep down the middle. He's got a man out there, and Morris makes the catch. Big hit by Bryce Patterson, but not after Morris makes a big catch, and a big first down for the Yellow Jackets. All the way down into Andrew Jackson territory to the 39-yard line. Buford with the momentum.
Two receivers at each side.
And they give it to Amos up the middle.
Nothing.
And that last play, I have to mention, quite a throw by Brody Sanders. That was put right on his receiver, gave him a great opportunity to make the catch, had a nice tight spiral on it, looked like a really good pass. Bring up a 2nd down and 10. Two receivers to the left, two also to the right. Looks like Amos in the backfield with Sanders. Mason Deese in motion. He gets the ball, or is that Aaron Norris? Is that Morris again? Yep.
Gain of a few, not quite to the first down.
Gain of 5. Bring up 3rd down and 5.
Gain of 5 for number 5.
Morris has been quite the playmaker here for Buford.
Yep.
He was one of our players of the game, him
and Jamari Huff.
Last time we were here. Sanders looking to his left. Speak of Jamari Huff, there he is. Makes one-man miss, gets out of bounds. And another first down for the Yellow Jackets. Ball all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And they're going with the same formation of no receivers, side to each side.
And running that ball up the middle, that Tanner Sellers. Yep, number 3.
Yep.
Gain of 6.
Second down and 4.
Same formation.
Yep, it's been working.
Yep, especially when they get down in this situation. It's been, that got him into the end zone last time. Again,
And
right up the
good
middle,
tackle.
taken down quickly this time. Hayden Williams there.
Tanner Sellers on the carry. Tackle by number 88, Hayden Williams. Brings up a third down and 3.
Third down and 3.
And they're switching up the formation. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left.
Sanders looking to throw. Throws that pass to the outside and caught. Another first down. Caden Sapp with the reception. Buford really spreading the ball around. First and goal from the 7.
It's about 52, not about, there is 52 seconds left in this third quarter.
Ball inside the 5. Tanner Sellers with another strong carry. Down to the 3-yard line. Second and goal now from the 3. 32 seconds. Again, that tight formation. They give it. Amos is pushing it. Looks like he's going to be down just short at the 1. And that might be the last play of our third quarter.
Looks like it will be.
A quick quarter, one that was dominated by Buford. And that's it. A great third quarter for the Yellow Jackets. Got themselves back into the game with a quick score there, and then ball control. And we'll be back with some fourth quarter action. You're watching high school football here on Learn TV. And welcome back to high school football on Learn TV. TJ Armbrust with Fletcher Armbrust. We got a third down and goal from the 1. Buford on the cuff, trying to make this cut it to a 3-point game with a touchdown and extra point here.
Yep, Buford's had all the momentum in this.
Sanders pushing, the no call.
Touchdown.
They're going to call it touchdown. Buford Yellow Jackets.
So pinning the extra point, this will be a 14-17 game.
Caden Plyler on for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So we got a 17-14 game here. 11:51 to go. Whew. It's quite a game. We're going to mention our underwriters here. We didn't get a chance to do it too much in the third quarter. Lancaster County, the Founders Federal Credit Union, the City of Lancaster, Corporeum Communication, and the Lancaster County Natural Gas Authority. And a special thanks tonight to 521 Fill-In Station in Kershaw, home of the 16-ounce ribeye. Try their grilled pork chops or their wings in over 20 flavors. They look forward to seeing you anytime you're in Kershaw. Thanks, guys, for taking care of our crew tonight. And the Coalition of Healthy Youth reminds you that after the final play, real life begins. That's the real game. You versus you. Don't let drugs and alcohol steal your opportunities. So Buford set to kick. The third kick we've seen from them here in the second half. None from AJ. So now it's time, we kept saying the first half that Buford offense had to respond. Now it's time to see if this AJ offense can respond. They had a good drive there in the third quarter, but weren't able to get anything out of it.
Nope.
Sowell takes this one at the 23 and falls forward up to almost the 40, about the 38-yard line. Call that the 39. So as we said, Buford with a lot of the momentum right now.
Yep.
Andrew Jackson to the line. Wren still at quarterback. Thompson back there with him.
Two receivers left, one to the right. Wren keeps it.
He throws it
to Banks Helens.
Banks with the catch.
In Buford territory.
And taken down a gain of about 12. Good catch and tight coverage there. Looks like Buford player down. Looks like he may be having some leg cramps. So Fletcher, what do you think? How does AJ respond here? What do they got to do to get
score some points?
Response? I mean, obviously score some points, but what are you looking to see from their offense?
I mean, I could see either way. Like one quick touchdown, one big play could really gain the momentum, but also just a long drive.
Yeah.
Lots of positives. Just go right down the field and can score. I think that could also give some momentum. So they just got to, really score.
They got to figure out a way to score, obviously.
Yep.
And you're right, there are a couple that, like, a quick score could give you some momentum, but it also gives Buford, who's got some things going here on offense, plenty of time to get back in it. And a long drive that takes a lot of time off the clock. If they're able to get a score out of that, also puts them in a good position. Already up 3, if they're able to get a touchdown here, going up 10, that's a decent lead in a team with two teams that are kind of running the ball and taking up a lot of time off the clock.
So we got two receivers left, one to the right. And hand it off to Trey Thompson.
Up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 3.
And
Buford thinks that they got a fumble.
There's a flag.
I think his momentum is what the officials are saying had stopped. So
AJ Ball, I assume.
Officials, get a good look at them there, talking about it, figure out exactly what they have. We did see a flag that was thrown. And if they do call a personal foul here, if it is A.J. Ball and they call a personal foul, that's a big one, giving Buford or giving A.J. 15 yards here in this situation. So we see what the call is. Yep, they're going to call it against the Jackets. And that's going to move it forward 15.
That was really big for AJ. It looked like it could have potentially, if it was a fumble, could have potentially given all the momentum to Buford.
Yeah.
But now it seems like AJ has a lot of the momentum.
Well, they definitely, that is a big play, moving it all the way to 30, but they got to get a score to get momentum here.
Yep.
They give this ball to Thompson again, straight up the middle. And he picks up another 3 yards. He's not getting the 7, 8, 9 yards that we were kind of accustomed to getting him, but he's getting those positive yards, 3, 4, 5. He's still picking them up. It's still winding the clock down.
Yep. 3 receivers right, none to the left.
We saw this formation early in the game. They fake
Brand
it.
keeps it.
Brand
He's
keeps
running.
it, trying to get to the outside, and good tackle.
Bring up 3rd down.
And Wren is down. He's hurt. And so we haven't seen much of Brady Williams. We haven't seen him at all, actually, tonight. So with Wren down, probably going to get a chance to see Brady Williams come out. But obviously not what you want to see is your quarterback or anybody really go down on either team. We're going to again mention our underwriters here: Lancaster County, Founders Federal Credit Union, the City of Lancaster, Comporium Communications, the Lancaster County Natural Gas Authority, and special thanks tonight to 521 Fill-In Station in Kershaw, home of the 16-ounce ribeye. You need to try their grilled pork chops or the wings in over 20 flavors. They look forward to seeing you. The Coalition of Healthy Youth reminds you that after the final play, real life begins. That's the real game, you versus you. Don't let drugs and alcohol steal your opportunities. So it looks like Wren up and getting off the field. So we're AJ going to be stuck with a 3rd down and 7. And almost like a timeout when that happens for both teams. They get to go and chat with their coaches here. So we got a 3rd down and 7. Number 18, as we said, Brady Williams, a junior in there at quarterback. And it's not like he's somebody that just comes in and back up. They usually have been splitting time in most of the games that we've seen, so he's got a lot of play opportunity out there.
Yep.
And he throws it to the outside. They got Helms out there. He makes a couple people miss. And did he pick up a first down? Looks like it.
Yep. Brady, one thing about Brady is he can throw the ball around.
Yes. And that was a great first move by Helms. Banks, did I say? I said Banks, right? I was good?
You good.
All right. Banks made the first man miss, and then he got some speed going and picked up a first down when A.J. desperately needed it there.
Yep, 2 receivers left, and Trey takes the ball.
And a good carry. That's one that we're used to seeing. 6 or 7 yards there for him.
Got to give credit to Buford, though. They really have prevented the really long runs.
No, you're absolutely right. This Buford defense has been excellent. You know, this team is from Andrew Jackson scoring 60 points almost every region game, being held to here 17 points in the 4th quarter.
Trey gets the ball again.
It looks like he's close to a first down.
Gain him a few.
And they're going to look at it. We're going to call it a first down. So it's going to be 1st and goal for A.J. inside the 10. Ball at about the 8-yard line, looks like. Two receivers left, one to the right.
1st and goal from the 7.
Williams takes the snap. He gives this one to Thompson. Thompson's going to get in. Another score, his third touchdown of the game.
Touchdown.
That's a big one for Andrew Jackson right there. We said they needed to see if they could respond offensively, and that's how you do that. You drive down, take some time off the clock, and put your team back up 10.
Yep. And we saw him and Wren up there celebrating with the players, so
that's a good sign for him too.
Funderburk on the PAT.
Yo, mama.
And there's a flag down, and see what the call is here. Did somebody jump or move? Offsides on the defense. And I think they're going to decline it. They like to kick from right there. No sense moving around.
First try was no good. We'll give him second chance.
Another offsides, I believe.
That was quite the athletic move there by Logan Whitaker. They're going to decline it again.
Penalty decline.
Let's see if third time's a charm for Buford. And it was blocked. Third time was a charm.
So a 9-point game, still a 2-possession game.
Yep.
So not the end of the world, but ultimately that 1 point could potentially come back to bite AJ.
Absolutely. So AJ now on top, 23-14, as you said, 9 points, 9 minutes and 5 seconds to go. And now it's Buford's turn to see if they can respond here offensively. They've looked really good here in the second half. Put up obviously 14 points. They didn't have any points going into halftime. So they've really, really responded in the second half. Look like a team that is on the cusp of they're ready to play. They want to win this thing.
Yep, they really do. I think AJ wants to win it too.
Yeah, they both really do. This is big for both of these teams. There's no denying that.
Yep.
And the kick is up, and it is sailing out of bounds. And we'll see what they do. Are they going to take it at 35, or are they going to re-kick it? Looks like they're going to take the ball at the 35. Couple score updates. Northwestern on top of Catawba Ridge, 21-17. Indiana on top of Lancaster, 28-7. Central beating North Central 49-0. And this game a tight one, 23-14. Andrew Jackson, as we said, takes over at the 35, or Andrew Jackson, Buford takes over at the 35-yard line.
This score doesn't really reflect how close this game has been.
Yep. Well, and it's right there. This is, again, Aaron Morris makes a couple people miss, and, I mean, he runs hard. Is a flag down, I think, somewhere. The sideline definitely wants the face mask penalty. Aaron Morris, he's been a hero here tonight for these Yellow Jackets. He's all over the place, running the ball, playing good defense, returning kicks, doing a little bit of everything. And they're making things happen. Got a face mask and a 5-yard variety, but it moves the ball forward. And a first down for the Yellow Jackets. Ball at the 49-yard line.
Looks like one receiver out to each side. Nope, two to the. One's in motion, keeps running back from side to side. Two to the right, one to the left.
Sanders looking to throw, trying
Rolling
to get
left.
to the outside. He throws it out there and throws it away.
Really good move by AJ to force Sanders to run outside and ultimately throw it away to bring up 2nd and 10.
Buford again, same strategy, huddling up here, taking their time.
No need not to. It's been working for the most part.
That's right. That's right.
Two receivers left, one to the right.
Sanders dropping back. He's throwing it deep. Got a man out there.
Incomplete.
I think everybody on both sides seemed to want a penalty called on both plays, but I think that was a pretty good.
Yep.
Both guys are kind of struggling for the ball, pushing each other. No call. Brings up 3rd down.
Yep. And these Buford and AJ fans are both really fired up.
They are. Three receivers left, one to the right. Sanders takes it, he throws, fakes it to the outside. They've got a screen being set up.
Anthony
and
blocked
that ball was hit by Derek Anthony. I missed that. I was watching the screener. So that brings up 4th down. Decision time here for the Yellow Jackets with 8:33. Do they punt the ball here, or they in 4-down territory? Are they going for it?
I would agree with that call. I mean, I think AJ has been running the ball well, which has been chewing down the clock. So
yeah, this may be your opportunity.
I would say it's better to take the chance than to miss out on the opportunity, I would say. Two receivers each side.
Sanders
drops
looking
back.
to throw, throws it down the middle.
And incomplete.
Incomplete. And the defense holds, and Andrew Jackson offense will come out. And now it's up to this Buford defense. This Buford defense has got to get a stop here, because AJ, as you said, they have to score on two different possessions, and one of those has to be a touchdown.
Yep.
So with 8:26, which is still a lot of time, don't get me wrong, but both these teams, by the way, they've been kind of grinding down the clock and running the ball. They haven't had a whole lot of quick scores.
Right. AJ has been doing the no huddle, but they still taken quite a bit of time when they're lined up. So two receivers right, one to the left. Handed off to Thompson.
Thompson running hard down the middle. Looks like he's going to be just short of a 1st down, 9-yard carry.
You'll probably see a lot of running right here on this play or drive. No point in risking the throw unless you absolutely need to.
Good to see Hammond Wren back in there at quarterback. Obviously, he is okay.
Again, two receivers right, one to the left. Handed off to Trey. And he got the 1st down all the way down to like the 31.
Yeah, great. Another great run. 9-yard carry, 2 carries, 18 yards for Thompson.
That's the kind of thing we haven't really seen for the most part this game.
And that's one of the things about, if from what we've seen of him, he gets stronger as the game goes on. And not to mention, this Buford team, who they've gotten some of their guys back, but still they have a lot of players that are playing both ways, and that can sometimes wear them down late into the game.
And having to tackle Trey the whole time probably wears you out.
Yeah. And again, he gets the ball, and they do a good job of slowing him down and stopping him there. Looks like he picks up just a couple. Indian Land now a score update on top of Lancaster, 35-7. Northwestern and Catawba Ridge in that 4A region with Lancaster and Indian Land. Both those teams are undefeated. Northwestern on top of Catawba Ridge right now, 21-17. And a game in this region, Central still on top of North Central, 49-0, and that's big depending on the outcome of this game.
So it looks like 3 receivers right, none to the left. Hands off to Trey.
Thompson, he's got some room to run. He's going to score. see a look at this again. There,
Didn't
that
even
left-hand
get
side.
touched, really.
Brooks Horton over there, number 77 there, that left tackle. And he pinches in, and great blocking there.
Yeah.
Pulling guard, it looked like. And Michael Hinson, number 72, pulling.
Ethan Ship in there. Very nice run to that could have potentially been the game-winning touchdown.
Yeah, that's a tough one there for the Yellow Jackets.
Yep.
And this kick is up, and it is good. So that makes it a 30-14 game. Let's mention our underwriters one more time. Lancaster County, Founders Federal Credit Union, the City of Lancaster, Comporium Communication, the Lancaster County Natural Gas Authority, and a special thanks to 521 Fill-In Station in Kershaw, home of the 16-ounce ribeye. Try their grilled pork chops or their wings in over 20 flavors. They look forward to seeing you the next time you're in Kershaw. The Coalition of Healthy Youth reminds you that after the final play, real life begins. That's the real game. You versus you. Don't let drugs and alcohol steal your opportunities. So here's the kick, short kick towards the sideline, taken at the 30.
And he got hit pretty good.
Taken down quickly. Is that Fuller Sims over there?
On reception. Yellow Jackets take over. 30-yard line, 49-yard line.
First and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. They'll take over at the 29-yard line. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left.
Yep, 5 wide. We don't see that very often.
Nope. They need to get something going. Sanders looking to throw it. He gets Amari Huff on the outside. He's got 3 volunteers and does a good job of pushing forward and getting some good yardage on the play. It's going to be a pickup of, where do they spot it?
Second down, 3.
Yeah, pickup of 7 on the play.
Yep. Buford really needs to score quickly if they want to come back. It is technically 2 scores with 2
two-point conversions.
2-point conversions.
You're right.
So
they're still in this thing.
Right.
Looking to throw again.
And
Sanders
pump
makes
fakes.
one man, pump fakes down and throws that ball out of bounds.
Yep.
Incomplete pass.
Nice move by Sanders to avoid the sack and ultimately stop the clock and not lose yardage.
Bring up a third down and 3.
They're going 5 wide again. 3 to the left and 2 to the right.
Sanders throws the quick out to Jamari Huff, and again he looks like he gets one man to miss and picks up another first down and moves the chains. That stops the clock for Buford. Buford again quick to the line now.
Again 5 wide.
Sanders looking to his left. He throws it out there. He's got a man. He cuts back to the inside now, picks up another first down, 14-yard pickup for Buford. Doing a great job of moving this down into Volunteer territory.
Again, 5 wide by Buford, and AJ takes a timeout.
And we're going to take a timeout with them.
You're watching high school football here on Learn TV.
And welcome back. TJ Armbrust with Fletcher Armbrust.
Yep.
5 wide again. Sanders looking to throw. Throws it down the middle. He's got a man there. Caught. Is that Morris again?
Yep.
And he's had quite a night.
Yep, he really has.
All the way down to the 16-yard line.
First down on 15.
Yep. And they looks like they're running 2 receivers each side.
Sanders again looking to throw. He's got some room to run. He throws it to the outside. He's got a man there. Did he make the catch?
Yep.
Touchdown. That's Mason Deese. Here's another look at this one. You see Mason in the slot there on the left-hand side. And Sanders does a good job of stepping up into the pocket and putting this ball over the defenders of AJ. And
Yep.
Mason does a great job. He got both feet in, it looked like, on that one.
And now we will see a 2-point conversion. If they fail, it is still a 2-point or 2-score game. If they succeed, then it is a 1-score
possession,
game.
yeah.
And flag.
Somebody move or somebody lined up off sides.
He says they would get too close.
Offside.
Offsides on the defense.
That's big.
Pull that ball.
This play really big for both teams.
We see Sanders in the shotgun here. Amos in the backfield with him. He's looking to throw that out to the
And
outside. That ball's intercepted. And 2-point conversion is no good. It keeps Andrew Jackson on top of this game by 10.
So I assume we'll see an onside kick here. Would you agree with that or no?
I mean, I'm not sure about an onside. There's still a lot of time in this game. I think they'll kind of do their little squib kick like they normally do and hope their defense can make a stop. But there's still a lot of football to be played here. So, and they might be there huddling up, and I'm sure AJ's going to try to be ready for pretty much anything at this point.
Yep. It's crazy to think that there still is over 5 minutes left on this clock.
I mean, there's a lot of time left.
It feels like there's not much at all, but there's still plenty of time. So what do you think you're going to see here? Squib, onside?
I think they'll see a squib kick
I think you'll see an onside.
to one of those other sides.
But I think I'm wrong.
See if one of their guys can get beyond it.
Onside.
And look at that. Who is that? Number 62.
That is Marshall Deese.
Marshall Deese, the lineman, is the one that runs to the middle. That was wide open right there, and he grabs onto the ball and falls on it. What a play there.
Yep. Didn't want to risk it at all.
I mean that's really an exceptional play going from your lineman. You had Trey Thompson coming up, maybe trying to make the catch there, and Marshall Deese runs over into the middle of the field and grabs it.
Yep.
So I think you'll see a heavy dose of Trey Thompson.
Yep.
And running the clock down.
Yep. There's no real other play you could do that would make sense.
I mean, you don't want to risk turning the ball over, so.
Nope.
And there it goes to Thompson, up the middle.
Yep.
Falls forward, gain of about 4, maybe 3.
Gain of 4.
Okay.
Talk about number 60, Justin Cardew.
And you'll see Andrew Jackson, as they normally do, they'll go straight to the line of scrimmage, but they'll take some time here to run a play.
There are 3 receivers to the right, but I doubt that they'll get a pass. Unless it's a screen, that's the only other thing that would make sense. And
Thompson takes it and runs it straight up the middle, and he's got a first down and then some.
Wow.
Drags some guys.
He ran with them on his back.
And as I said, he may have 30 carries in this game.
30 carries and 30 points.
Yeah, he does have every score, I think, every touchdown, 4 of them so far.
Yep. And I assume we'll see a run again. We're approaching 4 minutes left in the game.
Give it to Thompson. He runs out to that right-hand side. Great tackle there.
Yep.
James on the tackle. Timeout, Jackets.
Number 8 with the tackle. That's Michael James. And, you know, that's not an easy thing to do, to make a tackle on Trey Thompson one-on-one and hold him for no gain. That's something that most of the other guys haven't done tonight. There's still 4 minutes to go. Looks like we got a timeout. I think this one on the Andrew Jackson side. They want to make sure that they get this straight. You know, you want to take as much time off the clock, up 10 points.
Yep.
But you still, you know, want to move forward and not just kind of give in to beat the clock, but try to get down and maybe get a score.
Yep.
So with this 2nd down and 10, Fletcher, you think Thompson carries the ball more?
I think that might be the only option.
Yeah.
That I could see.
Is that what you would do?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I would do.
I mean, the only other pass play that I think could be acceptable would be a screen.
Yeah.
But
and
I
they've
still
done
don't.
that a couple times in some tough situations in 3rd down
but
and
I
long.
still don't think that's the right choice, unless it works.
They give it to Thompson, and again he fakes to the left and goes to the right and gets taken down after picking up
About
3
5.
yards. It was short, 3 yards.
Okay, 4 yards.
23 on the carry. Tackle by number 8, Michael James.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and 8.
3rd down and 8.
So they spread him out a little bit, 2 receivers over to that right-hand side, 1 to the left.
What do you think we'll see here? A run?
Yes. Give it to Thompson straight up the middle. And he falls forward inside the 30.
So, are they in field goal range? Potentially, not
No.
quite.
I mean,
So, you punting it?
no, I'm not. I think I'm going for it on 4th down here. I think I'm trying to pick up a 1st down and keep this clock running. You're still up 10. There's only 3 minutes to go. Buford can get down. You've seen their passing plays can be effective, and they can get down the field in a hurry. But your offense is also one to be able to take a lot of time off, and they've got to score twice, which means that they've got to score very quickly, and then they've got to stop you again.
So, it looks like about 4th and 4. Yep, 4th and 4. So, you handing it off to Trey Thompson?
I am if I'm calling the plays.
I think I might call slants here.
I would
Or
put the ball in the air. I would keep the clock.
Maybe a read
Not
option.
keep the clock running, but keep it on the ground. Don't risk a turnover. Don't risk anything that would ruin your momentum. A turnover and down is much different than like an interception or that sort of thing. That really gives the other team some momentum. So I would run it. And they run the same play.
And they don't get it. And maybe they did.
He skidded out of that and fell forward, and it's going to be really close.
And
it's going to be a turnover on downs.
I really thought he was down 2 yards short, and then he just dove, and it was very close, but ultimately
Yeah, it was
Buford
very
gets the
close.
ball.
I mean, they didn't even move the chains. So now it's up to this defense with 3 minutes to go, up 10. And obviously the Buford offense has got to get something going here. They got to be able to get down. They still got time. Like I said, they got time. But with 3 minutes, that's not a lot of time.
Nope.
They split 3 right and 1 left. Sanders looking to his right. Throws it down the middle. He's got a man there. Threw it a little bit behind him.
The benefit, I guess, of an incomplete pass is the clock stops if you're trying to find the positive in it, but
second down and 10. Sanders in the shotgun. He's looking to his right. Now he's rolling out that way. He's got a man out here. That ball's caught. Taken down inbounds. Can't see who caught it. Aaron Morris. Taken down by Eli Sowell.
who could have guessed? Aaron Morris.
It's going to be about 2 yards short of a first down. It's going to bring a 3rd down and 2, and that'll keep the clock running. So Buford quick to the line.
Yep,
Sanders under center.
1 timeout left. AJ has 2.
He's going to try to run forward, and they're going to call him down right at the 35, and that will move the chains. First down. So the clock will stop to set the chains. Sanders looking down the field. He throws one out there. He's got Jamari Huff out there. He makes the catch, and he's going to score. Here's another look at that one. Good throw by Sanders. I think Bryce Helms on the coverage there.
Nope.
No, not Bryce. Banks. Sorry. Banks Helms. And sorry, we didn't get a good look at that one, but great play by Jamari Huff and a big touchdown for Buford.
Yep.
Going for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is a 3-point ball game, 2:09 to go. So again, AJ, their special teams have got to be ready for anything here. Squib kicks, onside kicks, 2:09 to go.
What would you do if you were Buford? What kind of kick?
I'd look for the open area and put the ball in the open area and hope one of my guys can go get it. I mean, I know it sounds overly simple, but I mean,
I think I would onside kick it.
yeah. Would you put it right in the middle again? It looks like there's a couple linemen right in there. I'd kick it towards the linemen.
I'd
usually
kick it where there aren't as many people. I guess I kind of agree a little bit. However, there's not much open field that is short.
I think Buford got the ball. So they did. Oh no, they're calling Andrew Jackson ball. Wait, whose ball is it? They're talking about it. And they give it to Buford. Still 2 minutes to go, out of time. Sanders looking to throw. He throws that out pattern. Caught by Morris, out of bounds. Gain of 5. Already in Andrew Jackson territory at the 43-yard line. Sanders looking to his left. He's rolling out to his right. He throws it out there, and that ball's overthrown and incomplete.
Yep. It's been crazy. It has really
been a great game
lived
so
up
far.
to the rivalry.
Yeah. Third down and 5. Empty backfield again. 5 receivers in the pattern. Sanders looking to his left, throws a quick, and that ball's incomplete, dropped. Caden Sapp hit him right in the gut.
So bring up 4th down. So
big play.
Buford has to go for this.
I think you're going to get a timeout by Buford right here. It's a smart timeout. You got this. I mean, this is the game, really. It's not the game. There's still some time left in this game, but
it's crazy.
You've got to figure out what's your best play. One of your best plays that can get you 5 yards. They've thrown a lot of these out patterns that we've seen to Jamari Huff, into Aaron Morris, and they've worked extremely well. Is that what you would do here?
Yeah, probably something like that. Yeah. I don't think I'd run it just because I'm not quite sure I can rely on getting 5 yards. So yeah, I'd probably throw something like that. Maybe throw in a slant there, just in case it's open.
You always got to watch out, make that fake. You know, are you going for the big house here? You make a fake on one of those 5-yard slants and throw it deep and kind of get it out and up.
I don't think throwing it deep is the best option. I just think the risk is just a little too much.
That's the first time I've ever heard you talk about the risk of not throwing it deep.
Yeah, well.
And looking to throw that out pattern, and it is caught and out of bounds. Aaron Morris. First down. Telling you what, this game has lived up to the billing, hasn't it?
Yep, sure has. Buford does have no timeouts left. However, a first down does stop the clock, and obviously going out of bounds does too.
They're looking out to the right. They throw it down the middle. That ball's intercepted.
Interception.
Who was that? Is that number 16? That's
Colby Waters.
Yep. Wow, what a big play there by Colby Waters. Here's another look at this one, right down the middle of the field, and he was just standing there.
He's a linebacker.
Yeah. So minute 42, there's no timeouts. And they're lined up in victory formation. They're just going to kneel on this ball. And they can do nothing to stop the clock.
Nothing at all.
They're going to scoot him back 5 yards on a false start.
This has been a great game.
It really has.
It has lived up to all the hype. Both teams have had their highs and their lows.
And we're going to name the Buford player of the game, Aaron Morris, number 5 there. He had played a fantastic game. Anytime Buford needed a big play, I mean, he was right there and just was exceptional all night.
Yep, it really was.
I mean, he really, made his team and his fans proud. Like, he was a great player all night. Congratulations, Aaron Morris. You're the Buford player of the game. And we're going to name Trey Thompson there, number 23, the AJ player of the game. 4 touchdowns tonight. I don't know how many yards he had, and a region championship for the Andrew Jackson Volunteers. So you see Andrew Jackson, they are excited, celebrating on the field. And Buford, listen, Buford has nothing to be ashamed about. They played such an excellent game. This was a fantastic game. This is always a great game. Every year, the Buford AJ game is such a great game to watch. Both these teams play so hard. It was just a fantastic game.
Yeah.
Both teams should be proud. Andrew Jackson will finish as the region champions. Congratulations to them and Coach Todd Shigley. They will be hosting a first-round game, and because of the Central win, that means that Buford will finish 3rd in the region and will be traveling. But they are a team to be reckoned with. They are fantastic, and I look forward to them. I think they definitely have a great shot of having that first-round win. So I'm going to mention our crew tonight. We had Nick Arell on camera, Brittany Duncan also on camera, our field operations manager, and also switching tonight was Quentin Thomas. Our operations manager is Jonathan Stevens, and in the booth tonight with me was Fletcher Armbrust. I am TJ Armbrust, executive producer here at Learn TV. Again, special thanks tonight to 521 Fill-In Station for taking care of our crew, and congratulations to both of these teams for a hard-fought game. And congratulations to the Andrew Jackson Volunteers, region champ, 5-0 in the region. We'll be back with some playoff football next week. I think we'll be right back here, or we'll be at Andrew Jackson to see the Volunteers play their first-round home game. So, thanks, guys.
You're watching high school football here on Learn TV.